Two former division rivals in the old AFC West. The Seahawks and Chargers are underway. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25 on second down, Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Well, just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Walker now on 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 51 yards. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Set, triple, set. Let's go.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To Gerald Everett. It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And the Seahawks first down.
Straight ahead, Walker. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14 to 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Play action. It's Smith. This is the tight end Fant. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the red zone now, Smith. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him out defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to take another shot here. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the interception, here's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the final return. Touchdown, LA. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Seahawks take over at first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Get it!
The final shot here before break. Smith. Man open. It's Goodwin. They find some open field here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive? Right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That that second down play nets a -4.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. Boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Here's Walker. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Ed one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Eckler going to get it again on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successful?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Big 3rd down, a field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, 32 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Next to score, Chargers 21, Seahawks 17.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Geno now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, Walker with it. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane, and knock it away as we just saw there.
Smith now to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Smith to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now it's Smith. Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. A fairly short kick from the 14. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they set the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Herbert will give this one to Ekeler. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Once more, here's Ekeler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Try to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on third and goal. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chargers 7, Bills 0.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
56. Regular.
Here's Allen to throw it. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 60 yards. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 37-yard line. Herbert off of play action. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whoever the dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On 4th down, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 45 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Let's go now.
The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They snap it to Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here up near the 40.
So glad to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On Herbert, his third interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick six, that gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick six.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed, kills. Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Touchdown, Bills! Isaiah McKenzie. 75 yards. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Herbert now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
From the 10.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Bass on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Charger drive about to get going. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Von Miller drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. They're going to try and throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Half 85.
On On second down, here's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Allen. This is caught. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills extend their lead yet again.
Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. The lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, 33 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve?
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jalen Guyton.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point good by Hopkins. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A give up the middle to Singletary. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, 44 yards.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their position.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Uncorks one for Davis. And this throw will be intercepted.
picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who get 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On play action, Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's taken to the 26. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this was pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's airing it out for Williams. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Green Bay Packers.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Lambeau.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, rush coming, and he's taken down. Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They run again with Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Dillon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, That's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Now, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Allen now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie.
Down inside the 10.
Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie, 43 yards.
And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On play action, now Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, it's gutsy to go for it in the red zone. The problem there is they were in their own red zone. Why in the world did they do that?
They must have thought they had the exact play call that they needed to go a big way. And I'm still not even buying that one. I'm reaching on
You're
that
searching.
one. Actually reaching. But I do know this. On the other side of the field, that coaching staff is screaming at their defense. If you don't handle this one right here, this is a great opportunity for us. Take it away, guys. And they did.
And now excellent field position. On first down, Allen. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Here's Allen. Out to his left, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing is Allen on third. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 10 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
That's a tremendous start to the third quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
To try again after the sack. Allen. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Taking it about the 16. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Hey, 88. Box it. Over.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Over. Yeah, 300.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Back north. Inside.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Singletary here running out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
56. Middle.
Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So just 3 points there, but that important in the grand scheme of things because it's now a 3-score lead.
And to now, the other guys haven't shown that they can do anything offensively, so just take the points, keep adding that cushion, and let your defense win you the football game.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Rodgers again now. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan,
25 yards for the touchdown.
and the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question. We'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Diggs in motion left. To the air, Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Number 50, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw once more.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration is settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it.
It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is and oftentimes is successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
50.
A 9-yard loss on the play.
26.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Room here to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. So from back deep in their own territory, all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. Yeah. Inside.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. There he goes left side. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, 72 yards. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
And the Bills are going to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Diggs in motion left. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. The run on first down gets them a couple up to the 27. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. From the 27, Allen, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Allen. And Davis with it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Alert, alert, alert!
Singletary again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Back to throw. Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tyler Bass with the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind, dog.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final try now for Rodgers. That's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rodgers going to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6.
And this one too low.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Prescott off play action. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. This is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it? It does.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. First down, Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.